Good morning. Today we're going to talk about the pharmacy behind your ears, in between your ears, in there. There is a full range of things that keep us well, and just because one of them is out of whack doesn't make us unwell. But what we can do with all of them is what makes us well. And we're going to talk about what that is well. So the pharmacy behind your ears today on Morning Meditation. I'm Ann Morrison with Ahzhension Studios, and we're so glad to have you here. So what is wellness? Well, first of all, it's looking good. You can see with a person's skin color, the coloring, if they are in a state of wellness. And it doesn't matter if they're big, it doesn't matter if they're small. You can see whether or not they're doing things that tear them down or actually build up their wellness. There is their attitude, how they face the world. You can tell a person who is unwell because they're all slumped over, they're hiding, and they talk underneath their eyebrows. A person who is feeling well about themselves and about their life and about their journey is usually up a little bit more and a little bit more physically, visually open. That's the part that I do. And then there's, of course, your weight and your physicality and your muscle tone and how you talk about people, how you talk about things, whether you get excited by life or disgusted by it, whether you want to talk about, oh, she shouldn't have worn that outside, or whether you want to talk about, hey, I got an idea. Let's see where it goes. All of these things have to do with wellness, and all of them act upon the organs inside, act upon the brain, act upon the flow of the entire system. We need doctors. If I break my leg, I am not going to a holistic healer and saying rub some smoke on it. Go to the doctor. But I'm not going to go to the doctor about the fact that I'm stuck in trauma and go to a psychologist. If I want to change the way that I think totally, I'm going to go to an expert in that and to a healer. If I'm missing the ritual of my life and celebrating it, I'm going to go to a healer. If I need to understand more, feel deeper, find moments of spiritual clarity, I'm going to go to a healer. If I want to learn more about Buddhism, becoming one with yourself, I'm going to go to a monk. And mostly what I do is I put together some truths that a lot of people still consider out there thinking, and help you wrap your mind around a real simple routine that, should you fully embrace it, can be a very big part in your wellness. It has absolutely been a huge part in mine. So, pharmacy in between your ears is going to send out good things when we do good things. So if you choose kindness instead of snide little nasty remarks, the pharmacy is going to say, oh, dopamine hit right there. And the dog likes that one. If you do physical things instead of sitting on your butt all day, then pharmacy's going to be like, ooh, we got to send out some endorphins. Let's do some good stuff with that. And if you find time to be calm and center yourself and stop your tornado every day with a morning meditation, your body's going to be like, okay, I guess we're supposed to think. Not just react, not just go cray-cray, but think. And you do that all day long. And when you start doing those things, then your presence in the world becomes happier. You start looking at people as these wonderful, amazing individuals who got who knows what going on their journey, but it's probably awesome. Instead of, I don't know why they did that. So not the right thing to do. And right and wrong have very little to do with how it affects our health. What affects our health is what we feel all day long. And what we feel is based upon what we think and what we do. And those things you can manage. And that's why you go to a healer. And that's why you try new things. And there's so many. Well, first of all, chiropractors, absolutely wonderful doctors. There's energy healers doing Reiki. And there's masseuses who work on the flow of energy. There are people who do tuning forks to check your frequency levels. There is cupping, which pulls things to the surface so that they can be released. There is the color therapy that I do with the light and the colored scarves, and it is its own form of energy to get rid of things that are blocking the flow of your physical energy and expression. And then there's just some basic truths, okay? We have gotten to the point where we know that some things are fishy, okay? Just sounds a little bit fishy. Is that really true? And then there's other things that are a little fishy, according to history. Then now we're thinking, well, that doesn't really sound that far out. But before we had the modern medical, as we have it now, we had shamans. And shamans use herbs and things from around where they were to help enact cures, but they also added ritual and dance and music and involved your whole body and with their whole body and worked on the energy, the spirituality, and all of that of the being too. They cured a lot of stuff. And they don't even talk about cures anymore. All they talk about now is, how do I handle this symptom, get past this thing, get past that thing. It's like, well, let's talk about cures. There is a sector of people who can enact their own cure. I enacted my own. And it is a matter of opening up your mind to a bunch of stuff that is considered a little bit out there and a little bit crazy. But the pharmacy between your ears doesn't care what people consider this to be. It reacts. And it's going to give you medicine that you need. And if you take care of it, you nurture it, and you do those things in the world every day, you make a routine of your own health and what you're capable of doing with it, and your pharmacy responds. And it gives you good hits. And it gives you a nice flow, and it gives you more energy, and it gives you more happiness, and it gives you the ability to be in peace and contemplation and thought, and that's some pretty amazing stuff. So while I go to CVS and I pick up my hormones, I don't have to go to CVS to find my purpose, because they don't have that in a bottle. And living my purpose isn't something you can put into a pill. And doing a health routine on your own, where you are showing yourself your own worth by taking your time to take care of you, is something that they don't have a powder or a cream or a compound that can do. That is stuff that you do. And that is messages that you send to yourself and things that you send to your life, and an entire new way of being if you haven't already been doing this. So, do basic, really simple meditation on just harmonizing our chakras, and that is the easiest, quickest way to balance out your own inner pharmacy, to be able to face the world in your best self ever. And you do it every day. I do it every day. I've been doing this since February, and I'm a total ADHD person, so this is like totally wild, and it's possible. Cool, huh? Okay. Since we're talking about the pharmacy, we're going to go to the solar plexus. The solar plexus have to do with the individuation, the body, and how the body reacts with the energy. So our id, our ego, our us is in our body. It's in the root and the solar plexus, but we're doing it in the solar plexus because this is us deciding for us. It's ego driven. It is learning how to like yourself as who you are, take your journey, do your healthcare routine, and go forward as you, as the best you, because you gave to you. So, yeah, ego. Right here, solar plexus. Let's start off. Feel the energy of the yellow. A nice straight spine. Bring it down. Orange, red, connect to the earth. Be part of the conversation of all that is physical and tangible, and everything living on the earth, which is everything. Yeah, pull it up. Back to yellow, green, pink, turquoise, indigo, crown, purple. Allow the download. Allow the unconditional love. Allow the next step. Find yourself in your mind palace. Calm your tornado. Recognize all the doors where you can choose your own thoughts. All the windows of opportunity open, ajar, sending beautiful, wonderful things to you. All the drains, for all that we no longer need to be able to release its blockage and just drain away. Feel yourself as the healthy, vibrant, happy person who is the epitome of the best you. Feel yourself walking through a garden. Smell. Feel the air. Feel your health. You're to come upon a playground. You could go have yourself a ball. You could run if you wanted to. You could relax and enjoy the peace of the moment. Feel the weather. And feel you happy and smiling for no reason like some damn idiot. I like being that damn idiot. I really do. So join me. It's fun. All right, open your eyes. Super quick, super simple, and a health routine. Kicking off pharmacy between your ears. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.